Hi everyone, Linda Reed-Enever, and welcome back to another Tips Tuesday session. I would like to thank the team at Restream this morning for these amazing overlays that we can get a little bit Christmassy about this year. So we are rounding out 2021 with a few tips for you in Tips Tuesday for my marketing, for your marketing plan. And the reason we're doing that is to help you prepare, get ready, and plan for the year ahead when it comes to marketing. So I'm excited to be here and I'm excited to be sharing with you today some insights and some tips along the lines of newsletters and what we should be including when we're looking at including newsletters in our marketing plan. Now, of course, I'm going to refer to the Trusting Marketing Planner, which I have here. If you want a copy, they're available on my website, the Reed-Enever Group website, pretty much all of the websites we run. And I will come back in and edit a link over the process. Edit a link throughout that, just pop a link in with it later. I'm not even going to try and get some words in here. Okay, so what we've got in here today is we've got our lead magnets, we've got our quarter goals, and now when we go into each month, we've actually got a newsletter plan. And here we go. I found one. I was just trying to access a page to be able to find one for you this morning. So here's our newsletter plan. Okay, so when we start to plan our newsletters, the first couple of questions you need to ask yourself is how often? Am I going to put that newsletter out fortnightly? Am I going to put it out weekly? Am I going to put it out monthly? Or am I going to really make it easy on myself and put it out quarterly? Now, if you choose to do that, what we do risk with a quarterly newsletter, though, guys, is it might be easy on you, but people forget, and then you tend to get a higher opt-out rate or a higher unsubscribe rate, and none of us really want that when it comes to sharing our newsletters. We want to make sure that we are engaging with our people as much as we can and really being able to share our newsletters and get the information out there quite simply and easily for our people to be able to engage with. So I'm just going to duck into Facebook for a second and just do a quick sound check, and then we're going to delve into the abilities of what you need to pop into that newsletter so that we can make sure that everything's going. Because the last thing I want to do is be out there with no sound today, which could possibly be very, very true, knowing me. I've disconnected and reconnected my desk over the last little while. So no, we're all going well. We're going very, very well. So we've got sound and we've got everything moving forward. I'm just going to stop that because no one else needs to hear that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to delve into the frequency of sending a newsletter. So one of my first tips is when we're sending a newsletter is to look at what you can do. You know, sometimes we can't send a weekly newsletter, and we send one weekly newsletter for Reed-Enever Group, but we make sure that we take a look at the end of the year, and we make sure that we have a bit of a break throughout that period. But we also run monthly newsletters for most of the other brands, including my brands, and those sorts of things. So the key elements of the newsletter then is the next thing. So look at the frequency. First thing, how often, how long can you commit? Now, if you start monthly and then you decide that you can maybe do a more frequent newsletter, then that's fine. The other thing to look at when we're looking at the frequency of our newsletters, though, is how often do our people actually want to hear from us? Because although we could spurt out a newsletter once a week, unless it's of quality, unless it's engagement, and unless our people are opening it, maybe they only want to see it once a month. Maybe something else pops up in their life that stops them from being able to see it. So we might want to just look at that frequency just a little bit closer and make sure that we are making sure that the newsletter is actually talking to our people. Okay, so the next thing we do then is we go to a newsletter format like this, like the one that's in the marketing planner, and then you can look at it from there. And a good newsletter, like everything else in marketing, comes down to planning. You just don't sit there and go, okay, I'm going to open up MailerLite or MailChimp or ActiveCampaign, and I'm just going to be able to put that campaign together because, you just need a little bit more work than that. And that's what we're going to delve into today. So first of all, we've got a topic and we need to introduce the topic of the newsletter. And this is going to be the thing that ties everything together, that keeps that message key and keeps us on track. Then you've got an introduction message, which introduces the topic. And I like to make sure that our introduction message includes something that our people don't get anywhere else. Okay, so it includes a tip or a trick or a message from us that doesn't get everything else. Then we go into the content that we want to link to because we own our newsletter and we own our website. So we might want to link to a video. So we might embed a YouTube video in the newsletter. We might want to link to a few blog posts that relate to that topic. We might have some events that need to be in there. So we might pop those in there as well. And then we might have some key messages, some key things that our people need to be aware of. And we want to communicate those key messages, whether it's to book something with you or whether it's to engage in something or whether it's a key thing that they need to do at this time of year. Christmas, put your out of office on, for example. Each thing that you've got goes into those key message. And then our products. And then you can delve off into the world of whatever mailing platform you want and to be able to create your newsletter. Remember, your newsletter is your ability to tell your people what's going on inside your business. We own two things on the internet, so we do want to be generating leads and attracting people to our newsletter list so that we can educate them through our newsletter, be able to share what we do, share our knowledge and our expertise, and connect with those people on an amazing level. So if you have not used newsletters in your marketing, then I do suggest that in 2022, you look at using newsletters in your marketing plan so that you can reach your clients and those people and nurture them. Because once you've got a lead, once you've got someone on your list, they've said, I'm interested, I want to know more from you. So make sure that you are doing the best that you possibly can and sending them a good newsletter on a regular basis.